Shalom. God bless you. Welcome back to Code Searcher. Okay, guys, I'm making this video for Russ Breault. He's a speaker I met in Pikes Peak. Um, amazing, um, amazing stuff he has, details with the shroud. What I have here, and I hope you can see it really good on the camera there, is the 7 secrets of the sacred shroud. Very good study. Evidence, further evidence of the Messiah. Now, I talked to Russ about what was in the codes about the shroud, because the shroud happened to be something that was very appealing to me as a young man, around 12, 13. I just thought it was amazing. Anyway, I met Russ at the conference and got to talk with him for maybe an hour one day and 30, 45 minutes another day. And I was telling him about the codes, and he asked me what I had, and so I wanted to pull up something here. And I haven't looked at it in a very long time, and it really wasn't worked too far, Russ. This actual table was on a laptop that got destroyed, but I reconstructed it as much as I could from what I remembered that was in it. And let me just move it over here because my face is in the way. The access term that we have is the covering of Turin is how did it read? That's right. The covering of Turin is a face record. That's right. The covering of Turin is a face record. And the details that I've been able to pull out of this, Russ, is amazing. Especially, I'm only going to go over two verses. We could probably pull a lot of related detail to the axis, the vertical term here, which is the axis term, and relate it to it in some way. It just so happens that these two that I've got here are directly related to what happened. I mean, directly. We know the crucifixion happened on a Jewish feast day, right? This is a Passover. This is what is in red in both places. Unleavened bread. This whole thing is all connected. Now, you and I were talking about it being like a receipt of a debt paid. That's very good, because God intended that image to be there. It was not by accident. It was well intentioned. That and the Dead Sea Scrolls, I believe God intended to be preserved for the end of days as another witness. And another thing, do you think the God of the universe would let his son be crucified and die for the world and there'd be no record of it? I don't think so. The receipt idea you had there, brother, is spot on. It's like saying paid in full. He was there. Anyway, look at this. We've got resurrection here in the yellow. Another word for it in Hebrew would be like the rebirth or regeneration. Yeshua. Sharing the shin here. Now we got it backwards and forwards. Alright, so follow me. We've got Yod, Vav, Shin. Excuse me. Where am I at? Yod, Shin, Vav, Ayin. Yod, Shin, Vav, Ayin. There it is. Jesus, back and forth. On itself, we've got the face here in the red. The white and red with Elohim. Face of God, Pinuel, with Joseph. There's two Josephs here. We've got Joseph and son of Joseph, which Jesus was, Yeshua. Also here, Yeshua with the hay on it. And also, look at how the Messiah crosses through here, in line with the Yod now, as if it was saying the Messiah, Yeshua. Now, what's really interesting about this is we have image that comes up together next to the hay. In the red, we have the altar or a sacrifice. But if you add the two letters here, and this is what I call the abacus effect, we've got the hidden sacrifice, or sod, it appears here, which is hidden, secret, conjoining with Yeshua, the image, and the sacrifice. It's pretty interesting. Right here in the blue I have highlighted the holy things are covered. The body of Jesus, the holy things are covered. And what do we have here? Image with the Tav and Yeshua, or Jesus, running right through there. The Yod in this verse that talks about Passover. We're going to get into that here in just a second. We've got Mary, or Miriam, over here next to the Messiah, Yeshua. We've got scourged right there in the purple. Messiah in the blue. Check this out. Image right here in the purple next to, and this is a sectional verse that says and was put to death. We've got a witness here and a witness there, and in the white, how interesting is this? The witness is Joseph of Arimathea. That's Arimathea here. Also in the yellow here, crossing over and going off the page, is resurrection. It actually connects to this verse that we're going to read. Purple and white, standing straight up, rose up early. That's pretty cool. Crucified, right there. Altar. And that's it. Now let's look at the actual verses here I want to show you. Give me just a second. And Russ, this is probably going to go on YouTube as well. But if you need like a cleaner video maybe to use in, hold on just a second. If you need a cleaner video for your presentation or something, I'd be glad to make you one, because I think this is awesome stuff. This is kind of off topic of what I've been working on, but I'm love doing things like this that confirm Yeshua. Alright, let's go. 12:21, and in the English, I got the English there so you can see it as well. Where are we going to back up to? Alright, I'm going to back up and read, because this is about a feast time, right? Very first line I got highlighted. And the first day there shall be a holy convocation, and the seventh day there shall be a holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that every man must eat. The only may be done for you. And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread. Feast of unleavened bread. In the self same day I have brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore ye shall observe it this day in your generations by your ordinance forever. In the first month, in the 14th day of the month, even at even, ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 20th day of the month, and even 7 days there shall be no leavened bread found in your house. So we're talking about Passover and unleavened bread. I mean, he's the Messiah, okay? So the lamb that was sacrificed in Egypt, that led them out, that allowed the death angel to pass over them, is a representation of the Messiah later. And here it is right there in the top of this access term, and it says, and Moses called for the elders of Israel, and he said to them, draw out and take your lamb according to your families, and kill it the Passover, and ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood of the basin, and strike the lintel on two sides of the post with the blood that is on the basin, and none of you shall go out of the door of his house until morning. Okay? Now, skip all the way down. It's the same thing. It's another reminder. And this is an interaction of the Messiah and Yeshua as well in this verse. Because he was killed and was buried and was resurrected all in the same time. I mean, the imagery here the Exodus, when Jesus conquered the cross. It's all right here in the evidence of the shroud. Amazing. It's 2:30, by the way, brothers, and it's my prime time. But I get kind of, when I'm tired. So just hang in there. All right, we're going to. Excuse me. That is and I'll show you what it is. There this is Numbers. We were just in Exodus. Now we're in Numbers for this verse here. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. We're in 16. In the 14th day of the first month, the Passover of the Lord. Again. In the 15th day of the first month is the feast. In 7 days shall be unleavened bread. Holy convocations, the same thing. This is when Christ was crucified and buried and resurrected. Amazing. Now, and like I said, I just started reconstructing this evening. I've been working on other things, but when you messaged me back, it got me thinking about it. Also, here we got the grave, those 3 letters, and cross right there, and where Passover is. So I thought you might think this was pretty cool, since you are passionate about your mission, and I appreciate this, really, really I do. I enjoyed speaking with you, Russ, and I would look forward to staying in touch with you, and probably I would love to collaborate, do something with you, brother. Any way I can help. By the way, I did look at the table that you sent me, and this looks like Dr. Jacoby's. It may be somebody else, but I'm thinking it's Jacoby. And it's shroud clothes, or grave clothes is the access term. You can see here the figure or image. You got crucifix also in there. It's very interesting. Mine looks different because I actually show you the verses and things, but there you go, same thing. This is a very good table. It's laid out, with the English there. I've seen this one before. This is valid. This is what got me looking. Same kind of thing. Amazing. I mean, and how things are densely put together. It's not by accident. It is not a random occurrence, for one thing. It's not a witness. It's a witness to this. Excuse me. Anyway, there you go, brother. I actually have another table too. It's this one, but I need to familiarize this. It's been a while since I've seen this one too. But this has got like all the countries that it went through, the years. Everything is really here. Got the face of Elohim, the face of God coming together like at a 90-degree angle. I mean, that's not natural. They don't happen in any text. God did that, man. It's amazing. And also 1412, that may have some sort of significance, I thought. Oh, and also I want to show you the width on this one, which was 70 and 33. 70 is a holy number to God, and 33 was the age of Christ. So there you go, brother. The Shroud of Turin, a face record. Right there in the Torah codes. And this is the Torah, by the way. This is not out of the 5 books. So, God bless you. See you in the next video.